Hello everybody, my name is Erik and I'm the Managing Director of Firesafe Energy. Today we're going to talk about drain gullies and flexible fire and blast walls. We'll start with a short intro to the company, then we'll head over to talking about drain gullies and flexible firewalls before we round up with a few words about other products that might be of interest. Firesafe was established in 1981 and since then we have worked with passive fire protection, meaning stopping fire from going through barriers. We are more than 700 people, mostly located in the Nordics, but we also have partners in Asia, such as India, Bangladesh, Singapore and South Korea. We have a range of approvals and certificates. For this audience, the most important are DNV certifications and certification and approval in Achilles JQS. Alright, let's talk about drain gullies. The regulations in this part of the world are mostly according to NORSOC. And NORSOC S001 says that the main areas on an FPSO or other offshore installations shall be separated by fire barriers that as a minimum shall be able to resist a fire load equal to H0 if they can be exposed to higher carbons. Cooling water shall not be a part of the calculation. So, an FPSO and other big ships installations are very often built up by modules. These are modules that are very heavy. They can be several thousands of tons. And the ship moving on waves on the sea will, due to weather and the waves, have movement between each other. Any link between these must therefore be flexible. So what are the purpose of the drain gullies? Well, they are, as the name says, drain gullies leading water away from the deck. This could be water coming from deluge systems. It could be water or snow coming from rain and snow. And it could be from green sea. In addition, they are a flexible fire barrier, stopping explosions and fires from one side getting through to the other. And these are connected together with vertical, flexible firewalls. To make it even clearer, let's see a short animation that explains it more. Okay, so Firesafe has actually supplied a complete delivery of drain gullies and flexible firewalls for Equinor's Johan Castberg FPSO. This is an FPSO currently under production. The hull is slightly delayed from the yard in Singapore and will be in Norway late next year. The FPSO is 295 meters long. It is about 45 meters wide, and it will be located in the Barents Sea north of Norway. The scope given from the customer was we need to withstand 350 kilowatts per square meter high heat flux jet fire for 10 minutes, with a subsequent pool fire for another 110 minutes. That is a standard H0 fire. The explosion rating is 1.0 bar gauge, and in addition, they need to be UV resistant due to the weather conditions and the location of the FPSO. The sign life should be at least 30 years. We need flexibility of plus minus 60 millimeter. That is due to the movement between the modules and the hull. And there should also be safe passage underneath the drain gullies for escape tunnels. And of course, the customer wants easy installation of the drain gullies. So our solution for Johan Castberg FPSO is about 700 meters of drain gullies and flexible firewalls. So design. The drain gullies are designed with a range of layers, all mirrored around the center layer, which is a stainless steel fly net. They all have their own purpose. That could be stopping dropped objects from damaging the gullies. It could be stopping explosion, stopping jet fire, stopping heat transfer, and so on. And since they are mirrored on the center layer, they are equally safe from each side. So what are the competitive advantages from our solution? Well, the price is scalable. Maybe you don't need super duplex stainless steel, which is costly. Maybe you can use carbon steel and paint it. Maybe you don't need 350 kilowatts, yet fire resistance. Maybe it's good enough with H0 resistance. We can downscale the number of layers and of course change the steel parts. The assembly time is quite short. We produce them in 6 meters to make it easy to assemble and lift on a yard where there can be wind. We can produce them in longer lengths if that is what the customer requests. Up to 30 meters is producible. We have 350 workers ready to help installation anywhere in the world. The products are quite flexible. Since they are produced in flexible textiles, they are much more flexible than, for instance, rubber solutions. And we can change the design. The concept is clear, but if there are other requests, we can change it due to customer spec. They're virtually zero maintenance. They're not supposed to be opened, but we of course encourage regular inspections, and we supply repair kits if anything should happen from the outside. That could be falling objects, for instance, but actually we don't think that will damage the drain gullies at all. The design life is more than 30 years. The weight is low. It's approximately 30 kilos per meter. The fire rating is unquestionable. We have tested this according to the modified ISO 22899 for jet fire with up to 350 kilowatts per square meter, which is called a high heat flux, without using any other extra insulation on the test. What was tested is what is supplied. We can reduce the lead time to very low in case time is short. And of course, a full package of documentation will be supplied with the delivery. The fire tests were performed at RISE outside Trondheim in Norway, and present was also DNV GL, which have issued a design verification report together with the full test report from the Fire Lab. So what are the main parts we have supplied? Well, you have the drain gullies, which are the horizontals. You have the flexible firewalls, which are the verticals. We have flexible ends to stop water at the end of the firewalls. We have wall starters, which are the connection between the horizontals and the verticals. A range of crosses in X shapes and T shapes. And we also have produced some seals to connect the drain gullies to the escape tunnels. All external steel parts are tailor-made and produced in stainless steel with super duplex grade. Even the drains are produced in super duplex. In case there should be an opening into the drain gullies, we have installed internal drains to lead any moist away. Production is made at Protan in Drammen and Protan in Nesbyen in Norway. So we have produced a range of X crosses and T crosses. These are for connecting the horizontal drain gullies together between the modules. The transversional drain gullies are mainly 800 millimeters wide and 6 meters long. The longitudinal drain gullies are 450 millimeter wide and also 6 meter long, but some are shorter. We have produced special lifting brackets for making it easy to lift the drain gullies on the yard with forklifts or lifting in the cradle or from a flat bar. The cradles can be stuck together, making it easy to store them and to ship them. They are also preserved according to NORSOC Z006. As a part of the documentation package, we have produced a complete installation, operation and maintenance manual, which will show how to and in what order to install the products. For instance, how to connect the wall starters to the drain gullies, or how to connect and splice the different range of drain gullies and flexible firewalls together. Lastly, let's see how the delivery went. We also have other similar products. That could be jet jackets to protect emergency shutdown valves, riser protection systems, flexible pipe penetration ceilings, also in A-class fires, or chain mooring protection and sealing systems. All these are based on our fire and blast bellows, which we have supplied to a range of offshore platforms on the Norwegian continental shelf. Thank you for watching. For any further information, please feel free to contact me on my credentials below. Stay safe.